What is up, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be discussing the matchup between the New York Subliners and the Los Angeles Thieves for the Day 3 in the Call of Duty League Stage 2 Major this weekend. And let me tell you, the New York Subliners did not look good in their last game. Just for the people that found my channel right now, if you don't know what I do here, I basically talk about Draftkings prices for Call of Duty esports betting. So if you guys don't know what Draftkings is, I suggest you go look into it so you can learn how to make money in this channel, basically on just watching the Call of Duty esport. So with that being said, we have this interesting matchup between the New York Subliners, the 10-6 New York Subliners, and the 8-7 Los Angeles Thieves. The Los Angeles Thieves have been making various roster moves as of late with the addition of Draza and Venom in their lineup, so they have looked differently than they did in the first stage of the league competition. So as soon as they picked up their newest addition, Draza, from from the bench, they have looked significantly better. They dropped Slasher, and they have been looking a lot better. Now, for the Los Angeles Thieves, they've been doing great. The last two games that they played, they won, and the last game they played against London, they won in a crazy fashion. They were down 2-0, and they came back, won 3 rounds in a row for the reverse sweep. So I don't know what's going on there with that team. They, I don't know what's going on, but they are showing signs of life. And I think that the New York Subliners are going to have to step it up a little bit if they want to beat this team. Because as of yesterday, Clayster was doing very bad. I don't know if that's going to be like a, rest of the stage type thing, if Clayster's just going to be off, today in this match. But he looked very off yesterday in the game previous to that. The New York Subliners are minus 240 favorites to win, and Los Angeles Thieves are plus 170 underdogs. I do have faith that the New York Subliners are going to win this series easily. I think this is going to be a 3-1 or a 3-0. I do believe that Diamond Con, Asim, and Mac are the plays here. I'm going to completely fade the Los Angeles Thieves. I don't think they have what it takes to beat the New York Subliners. Based on what we've seen from the New York Subliners, they are a very good team. And the LA Thieves, they look good against London, but that was London, so it wasn't that big of a deal. They didn't look good for the first half of the match against London, and they just came back because London choked. It was simple as that. They were about to get 3-0'd. But yeah, I don't have faith in this Los Angeles Thieves team. I do think that their time's up. I do think that the New York Subliners are going to come back. Diamond Con, Asim, and Mac are in play for me for the New York Subliners at $8,000. I feel like Diamond Con is a steal. He's at a steal of a price. They have not been doing great their past two games against Dallas and Toronto. But Diamond Khan has been consistent so far. Yeah, he didn't drop too many points against Dallas, but that's Dallas. It's not the Los Angeles Thieves, and I do feel like they win this game in a resounding 3-0 or 3-1. So I would be looking at the team position here for the New York Subliners at 3,200. I feel like that's a good value for the team position. As for the cap spot for Diamond Khan, I think there are other players that I'd rather have in the captain position than Diamond Khan that I feel have more upside in the other games. But so far for the flex position, I feel like Diamond Khan is a very, very good piece to have in your lineups. As for Asim, as I mentioned, Asim, as well, he's been, I think, the most consistent player right now on the team. His last 10 games have looked great. So at Asim at 8,600, I really, really, really like Asim at 8,600. You could even put him in the cap spot because I do believe that Asim goes off in 3-0 games. I do think he's going to pay off a lot in the captain position if you just happen to put him there. So I like Asim both at cap and at flex just because I think the New York Subliners are going to win in 3-0 fashion. with that being said, I can also like Mac a lot. I do like Mac a lot. You know, if this comes true, if Subliners win 3-0 in 3-0 fashion, Mac is going to be a critical piece in this slate, because Mac is one of the cheaper ones. He's the cheapest in the Subliners at 7,600. And he's had two 100 plus fantasy points in the past 3 games. So I like Mac, Asim, Diamond Khan in this spot and the New York Subliners team position, and I'm going to be predicting a 3-1 victory over the Los Angeles Thieves. As you can see here, the Los Angeles Thieves weren't looking too hot at the beginning. They lost to Search, they lost to Hardpoint, and then they just came back. London Royal Ravens choke, and yeah, I don't think that happens again with New York Subliners. So these are my thoughts on this specific game. If you like the content, if you like the idea of me breaking down daily fantasy Draftkings prices for Call of Duty esports betting, leave a like, leave a dislike if you don't, leave a comment if you have a suggestion on how to make the channel easier or better to watch. And with that being said, thank you guys for watching.